When's the last time somebody answered your damn cell phone for you? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason Chambers, Recycle Guru. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, hit the like button every single video because it kind of helps the algorithm out. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about the cold call. Now, I'm going to go over a lot of things today. So if you're not isolated away from somebody, get isolated away from somebody and get a pen and a paper. Get a piece of paper and a pen so we can hook you up with this information, and I got your focus for just a little bit because I'm going to go through a lot about a cold call script. So I want you to pay real close attention about this script, and if you like the script, there's a link below. Click on it and you can download the script. You can download the script for free. That way you have it and you can use it, because trust me, this script right now is killing it for the auto group that I train for, and it's going to kill it for you. So focus, get somewhere where you can focus, and let's get going. So let's talk about cold calls. Cold calls are the scariest thing for a lot of salespeople. They scare the shit out of salespeople. I don't know why, because here's the kicker. Listen, they either can tell you no and hang up on you, or they can tell you I have interest and you can go for an appointment. There's nothing to be scared of on a cold call. So let's go over a couple cold call rules and phone rules before we even get in this, because there are several rules that you have to stand by. Okay, the first one is the most important one. You have to make the damn call. If you don't make the call, you can't even get on the field. Okay, so you got to get in the game by making that first phone call. I know it's scary. I know your nerves. Trust me. You get going, that fifth call in, and you get flowing. You're going to get hung up on. You're going to get motherfucked. You're going to get called this. You're going to get told this. Listen, make the call. Make the call. One step forward, second step forward, you're going to do just fine. Okay, that's the biggest one. One, make the call. Okay, so there's always things you want to be on the phone. Now, when you're on the phone, you got to be seen instantly. If you're on the phone with somebody, there's three things that I've heard several trainers talk about. One of them, you need to be sharp. You need to be very good on the phone. You need to be very smooth. You need to be heard as the sharp one. Two, you need to be enthusiastic. Okay? You have to be enthusiastic because there is a lot of body language that still comes through the phone. It just comes through the tonality of your voice and the inflection of your voice and the way you use your voice. It's vital. This piece I'm talking about now is vital. So you need to be seen as enthusiastic. And number three, you need to be the expert in your game. That means whatever you're cold calling about, let it be car sales, let it be insurance sales, let it be shoe sales, whatever your call is, you need to be heard as the expert on the phone, or you're not going to get their attention. Because if you're not seen as any of them and you don't have any of them three things, they're going to close up like a steel trap, click, hang up on you, and it's not going to work. Now, listen. The script that I'm going to go over, it will not work at all, or it will work very little if your tonality and your inflection and your energy is not in the phone call. If it's not in the phone call, because here's the deal. Your body language and the way you are still comes through the phone. No matter what you do, it still comes through the phone. So I need you to pay real close attention to it. Are you separated? Are you away from people right now? Do you have a pen? Do you have a piece of paper? Let's get into this call. Now, you can go to your managers and you can get a list of high interest, high payment, or you can get, 3-year-old owners with equity. This cold call can be shaped, okay, and bent towards whatever list you have. And at the bottom of that cold call, if you print out the PDF of it, it'll tell you that. You can edit it to your own, but don't destroy it, okay? Don't destroy it, because the words and everything in there mean something and there's a reason they're there. But you can move certain things around to fit your voice, to fit the kind of the words you use, but don't destroy it, okay? So let's look at it. Let's look at this cold call, okay? So when you call somebody, number one, when you call somebody, you need to not say, is Mr. or Mrs. Smith there, okay? Because if you do that instantly they know I'm dealing with a salesperson. You're done. You're done after that. If you say, is Mr. or Mr. Smith there, they're done. That's a sales call. We get too many sales calls every day now. I mean, shit, I get at least 10 a day. I don't even know how they got my number, but I get at least 10 a day. So you don't want to do that. And you don't want to say, hey, is James there? Or is Bob there? Or is Nancy there? You don't want to say that either, because here's the kicker. When's the last time somebody answered your damn cell phone for you? Yeah? Answer that for yourself. They didn't. It's them. If you say, is this Jim? Is this Nancy? you're giving them a way to say, no, you got the wrong number, okay? Don't even say that. Here's how you do it. Hey, Bob. Boom, just like that. Hey, Bob. And if you look here, you probably can't see it, but there is a tone scale right here that I built. It needs to be, hey, Bob, like you already know them. Hey, Bob, like you already know who they are, and they know who you are. Exactly like that. Hey, Bob, this is Jason at XYZ Motors. Boom, just like that. You see how the tone scale goes up to here, up to here, up to here? Okay? We already know each other. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, it's me over here at XYZ Motors. That's how the tone needs to come out, because if you just say, hey, Bob, it's Jason over at XYZ Motors, there is no tonality there. It's, hey, Bob, it's Jason over at XYZ Motors. How are you? Just like that. Just like that. Hey, Bob, it's Jason over at XYZ Motors. How are you? Just like that. That screams, you know who I am. Yeah, you know me. Yes, you do know who I am. Open your brain. Open your brain to what I have to say next. That's what we're doing, okay? Because we're getting the customer to open their brain up to what we have to say next, because they're thinking, man, do I know this person? This person's upbeat. Sounds like he knows me. He's got to know me. Oh, he's over here. He must know me, okay? That's what we need. We need the brain to be open to what we're about to tell them, okay? So remember, when you get the first part, the inflection is, hey, I know you. Yes, you know me. Yeah, it's me. I'm over here at XYZ. That's why the tonality has to be there. If you don't have the proper tonality, if you don't have the proper body language, even when you're on the phone, your tone, your inflection, all of it won't work. If you're flatlined with your tone, you're flatlined just like you're in the hospital. You're dead in the water. So, hey, Bob, it's Jason over at XYZ Motors. How are you? Just like that. How are you? Not, how are you? How's it going today? None of that, because does that have any care in it? No. It has no care. If you say, how's it going? How's it going today? You don't give a shit. And that comes off as, yeah, this is just a nicety. Listen, you need to have the inflection. How are you? Just like that, okay? Hey, Bob, it's Jason over at XYZ Motors. How are you? Boom. That's how you begin every single call. Every single cold call you do has to be with that inflection, that tonality. Now, it may take a little practice, so sit down and practice it. Do not be flat. Your inflection matters. Okay, your inflection matters. So that's the beginning of the call. Okay, that's the beginning of the call. Now, next, you're going to be just as real as possible, because here's the kicker. Most people, when they're on the phone, they sound canned. They sound like they're reading off a script. They sound like they're a robot. You don't want to sound like that. Now, listen, the best actors in Hollywood go off scripts, but they don't sound like they go off scripts. That needs to be you on the phone. If you want to get paid, highly paid like some of them highly paid actors, then you better get really good at your script. And scripts matter. You have to use scripts. You don't just want to try it out, because then you're testing with good calls, okay? You have to use a script. But here's the deal. Make that script become a part of you by just drilling on that script. And then get out there and make that first call, okay? There it is right there. Hey, Bob, this is Jason at XYZ Motors. How are you? Okay? Then you need to be real as hell. You have to be real on the phone. I want you to use your mannerisms. I want you to use your voice, but I want you to be real. Now, here is the big kicker with this real part. The next part of this is real. Okay? The next part of this is real. Okay? It says it right here. I just want to let you know right off the bat, this is a sales call. So if you want to hang up on me, I totally get it. But if not, give me 30 seconds of time, and at the end of them 30 seconds, if you don't like what I have to say, you can hang up on me then. Fair enough? Okay, so there was a lot of inflection in there. There's a lot of changes in my tone in there. Hey, I just want to let you know right off the bat, little giggle. Hey, I just want to let you know right off the bat, this is a sales call, so if you want to hang up on me, I totally understand. But if not, give me 30 seconds of time, and if you don't like what I have to say at the end of them 30 seconds, hey, you can hang up on me then. Fair enough? Boom. Why do we say that? Well, A, nobody else is saying that. There's nobody being as real as that. Nobody at all. And it sounds sincere. You're telling the truth. It's very upfront. It's very real. People will respect it. They'll laugh. They'll tell you, hey, no problem. I'm not going to hang up on you. They'll tell you, hey, if you could call me back later, that'd be great. I'm at work right now. But they're not going to be rude to you. And if they are rude to you, fuck it. Who cares? Because if somebody's going to be rude to you when you're being upfront, honest, and real with them right off the bat, did you want to work with that person anyway? Because they're going to grind your ass to the bone. So if they get rude and they hang up, don't get all ass hurt about it. Don't be a bitch. Just move on to the next call, because when you're cold calling, it's a numbers game. You got to move on. If they hang up on you, perfect. Gets me one step closer to gold. Moving on, next call. I ain't gonna get all ass hurt about it. I'm not gonna get all butt hurt about it. Okay? I just want to let you know right off the bat, this is a sales call. So if you want to hang up on me, I totally get it. Okay, but if not, give me 30 seconds of time. And at the end of them 30 seconds, if you don't like what I have to say, you can hang up on me then. Fair enough? Boom. If they say, I'll hang up on you now, then let them hang up. Let them hang up. Don't try to fit a square peg through a round hole. Because when you're cold calling, like I said, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. But what you're going to find with using this quick little verbiage is it's going to get laughs. It's going to get, hey, I appreciate your honesty. No, go ahead. I'll go ahead and you 30 seconds. That's nothing. Because a lot of salespeople and a lot of scripts say, you know, can I borrow 3 minutes of your time? 3 minutes is a long damn time. 30 seconds, you should be able to hit a pitch in 30 seconds. If you can't hit an elevator pitch in 30 seconds, you're screwed. Okay, no one's going to listen to you, right? So you need to get that, you need to have your 30 seconds down. Okay, so that's the part right there. Boom. Hey, I just want to let you know right off the bat, this is a sales call, so if you want to hang up on me, I totally understand. If not, give me 30 seconds, and if you don't like what I have to say at the end of them 30 seconds, you can hang up on me then. Fair enough? Boom. Okay? Then we're going to go on. Okay? Bob, here's the kicker. Here's where your inflection matters again. Hey, Bob, the reason for my call is, see there? The reason for my call is, that's a for your ears only tone. Bob, the reason for my call is, if they say, yeah, go ahead, that's fine. Great. Bob, the reason for my call is, you see how my tone dips? I'm not keeping this. Bob, the reason for my call is, I'm not doing that. Bob, the reason for my call is, I'm leaning forward. It's hard for me to even not do it with my hand because I bring my voice down. Okay? Bob, the reason for my call is, right now, we're buying vehicles from the community at huge money. Not only that, our lenders are allowing us to lower people's payments. Okay, by either refinancing their vehicle and dropping their payment, or by just trading them out of the current vehicle they're in, putting them in a newer vehicle, and lowering their interest and their payment on a new vehicle. Boom. Okay? Now, there's a lot of tone that goes into that. Okay? Bob, the reason for my call is, that's where I really want you to focus. The reason for my call is, right now, we're buying vehicles from the community for huge money. Not only that, but our lenders are allowing us to lower people's payments by either refinancing their current vehicle and lowering the payment, or by trading them out of their current vehicle, getting them a newer vehicle and lowering their interest and lowering their payment like that. Now, boom, okay? That's how it is right there. We're buying, so listen. Bob, the reason for my call is, right now we're buying vehicles at huge money. Okay, big money, inflection needs to go up, huge money. Not only that, but our lenders are allowing us to lower people's payments by refinancing their vehicles, or by trading them out of their current vehicle and putting them in a newer vehicle with a lower interest and a lower payment. Okay, now Bob, I only have about 15 more seconds, so let me ask you a couple questions. Okay, which one of these do you have interest in? Okay. That's a big kicker right there. Now, Bob, I only have about 15 more seconds. Or you can say, Bob, you don't even have to use their name. You don't want to use it too much in there. You just want to sprinkle it in there every once in a while. But it looks like I only have about 15 seconds, so let me just ask you a couple more questions. Which one of these would you have interest in? Okay? Then you're going to go into your 3 options. Now, remember, these 3 options can be molded and moved and changed according to the list that you're using. But I'm going to give people simply 3 options so I can find out if they have any interest, and if so, I can move forward, right? So here you go. So Bob, looks like I only got about 15 more seconds, so let me just ask you a few more questions. Do you have any interest in the following? A, okay, A right here. Bob, any interest in the following? A, refinancing your vehicle and lowering your payment. B, letting us buy your vehicle outright, us paying it off, and you go down the road. Okay? Or C, trading your vehicle, getting a newer vehicle with a lower interest and a lower payment than you're currently in. Which one of them do you have interest in? Boom, there's your pitch. Which one of them do you have interest in? Okay, or which one of them interests you, right? Okay, so Bob, it looks like I only have about 15 more seconds, so just let me ask you a couple more questions. Which one of these would you have interest in? A, refinancing your vehicle, okay, and getting a lower payment. B, letting us buy your vehicle outright and you go on down the road, we pay it off. Or C, trading your current vehicle in, letting us get you a newer vehicle with lower interest and a lower payment than you're currently paying. Bob, out of them, which one do you have interest in? Boom. Okay, now they could say, I don't have any interest in any of them. They could say that. Listen, I'm good, I don't have any interest in any of them. Now, if you know you're calling on a high interest, high payment script or a high payment list, a manuscript or a galley list or whatever they call them in your store, numbers that have everybody you call, you know they have high interest, high payment, then you know for a fact that they're bullshitting. So you need to go back into it, okay? I don't want you on the phone trying to fit square pegs through round holes, so you need to simply go here. If they say, no, we're happy, and you know they have a high payment, and you know they have a high interest, and they say, no, we're good, okay, no problem. One more question. It sounds like to me that you totally have given up you've totally given up on saving money and lowering your interest and lowering your payment and putting yourself in a better situation. Does that sound right? Boom. Okay? Totally understand and get you. If you don't mind me asking one more question, okay? It sounds like to me that you've totally given up on saving money and lowering your payment and or lowering your interest. Does that sound about right? Okay, you're eliciting a no from them at this point. You're eliciting a no. Well, if they say, well, no, I haven't. Okay, well, so let me ask you, the program's for A, B, or C. You can go back into it and find out which one they're interested in. Because if they say no, they do have interest, right? They do have interest, and you can go into it a little bit more. And here's the deal, if they say, no, we're not interested, just get off the phone and move on to the next call. And if you kick that, if you say that, okay, if they say, nah, none of them interest us, perfect. Elicit it one more time. So just one more question. It sounds like to me that you've totally given up on saving money by lowering your interest and lowering your payment on your vehicle, and you don't want to save any money. Does that sound about right? Just want to make sure. Does that sound about right? If they say yes, that sounds about right. Just get off the phone and go on to the next call. If they say no, then re-elicit. Okay, well, that's what this program's for. Did you want to go A, B, or C? Because you qualify for these. Okay, that's how you need to do that. Now, if they say, well, I want to go A, well, guess what you're going to go to? Perfect, perfect. Great. Let me get a couple questions from you about your vehicle. Tell me what year your vehicle is. Tell me the year, make, and model of your vehicle. Boom, get that. You need to have massive intrigue. It says here on the script, okay? Intrigue. This is where you need to have a huge amount of intrigue about their vehicle. If they say it's an 08 caliber, for instance, okay, they tell you, you say, what's the year, make, and model of your vehicle? They pick A. What's the year, make, and model of your vehicle? 08 Dodge Caliber. Really? An 08 Dodge Caliber? Repeat the last three back to them. Yeah. You ain't gonna want it though, it has like 1 million miles. No. Don't worry about that. We're buying mileage, high mileage vehicles, mid miles, low miles. We're buying everything right now. The market's crazy, okay? You need to be excited. So tell me, how many miles are on it, did you say? Get the miles, okay? What's the color of that? Boom, okay? Perfect. Then you need to go on and keep going. My manager's gonna love this vehicle, and listen, I totally forgot to ask you because I kind of got excited about the Caliber because I know we're buying a lot of them right now. What do you plan on replacing it with? I know okay, boom, what do you plan on replacing it with? But if they're refinancing, you're not gonna really use that one. What you're gonna do is use the hook. Okay, perfect, when they tell you about the car, well, we come in, we wanna do the refinance. Really, what's the miles on it? Bam, get the miles, okay? Perfect. What I need you to do is come in, let us assess your vehicle, let my appraiser assess your vehicle, and we'll show you exactly the options you have available to you. When can you make it in? Was you thinking right away or later on this afternoon? You always want to give options. Was you thinking right away or later on this afternoon? I only need 5 minutes of your time to get that vehicle appraised and show you the options we have available for you. When can you make it in? Okay? Then if they say, well, I'm thinking probably this afternoon, I can't make it in right away. Perfect. you need to look at your time and say, it's about 1 o'clock now, what was you thinking? Because what you're doing there is if you tell them the time, they're able to fast forward. They're able to fast forward their whole day. And I gotta pick groceries, gotta do this, gotta pick the kids up. They're able to fit you into their schedule. So if you tell them the time, it's about 1 o'clock now, what was you thinking? And they will literally fast forward and play their day out in their mind and put you in a good spot. You want to do that every time, okay? Then once you lock the appointment down, perfect. Now, Bob, are you familiar, once you lock it down, here's where you go. Now, Bob, are you familiar with where we're located? And he could say yes, he could say no, but if he does say yes, give him a roundabout, okay? We're located next to Best Buy off of X Street. Okay, we're right next to Best Buy off of X Street. And Bob, what I'm going to do is once we're off the phone, I'm going to shoot you a text message with the address, and I'm also going to shoot you a photo of myself. That way you know who you're working with when you get here. Fair enough? Boom. Okay. Now, Bob, before I get you off the phone, I just got one more thing. Do you mind doing me a huge favor? Then wait for his answer. Wait for his answer. Yes. Perfect. If anything comes up whatsoever, do you mind shooting me a call or a text? That way I know to reschedule you, because I'm going to have everybody available for you when you get here. Can you do that for me? Wait for the answer. Once they give you the answer, move forward. Perfect. Bob, I look forward to meeting you at 4:30. I thank you for talking to me, and I'll see you soon. Boom, get off the phone. Okay? Now, if they pick B, okay, letting us buy their vehicle outright, guess what you do? The same thing. If they pick C, boom. If they pick C, guess what you do? The same thing. You just pause after you talk about their vehicle and you get excitement about their vehicle and you say, oh, I'm sorry. After you told me about your '08 Caliber, I kind of got excited because we're buying a lot of that stuff right now. What do you plan on replacing it with? And they're going to give you an idea, okay? Now, when they give you an idea, let them know that you have a massive amount of inventory. You'll have some of them pulled up, ready to look at, okay? Ready to look at when they come in, and then go for the appointment. Okay, and then go for the appointment. It's right there on the script, but let them know the availability of such and such. Open up the inventory and say to them something along them lines. If they say, well, yeah, I'm looking at a sedan. I'm looking for like a Toyota Camry. Perfect, Bob. We got a ton of availability for Toyota Camrys, not a problem. Let me ask you though, Bob, are you only stuck on Toyota Camrys? Are you open-minded about other vehicles that are big sedans as well? And let them say what they say, and just say, the only reason I'm asking is because we have a huge amount of inventory in our auto group, and I just wanted to let you know I don't want to pigeonhole you only on one vehicle if you have an open mind, because we got a lot of inventory. Something along them lines. It's on the script, okay? Because what you're doing there, and you want to do it with every call, you want to open your inventory. You always want to open your inventory. If somebody calls somebody incoming call and they're looking for an 18 Malibu, for instance, 18 Malibu. Yeah, the availability of that 18 Malibu, yeah, it's a nice pick, man. We're getting calls on that all day long. Let me ask you real quick. Are you only looking at the Malibu, or are you open to other models as well? And the reason I'm asking is because we have over 2,000 vehicles in our auto group, so there's tons of options out there. Are you totally closed-minded to anything other than the Malibu? Boom. I'm opening up the inventory, right? I don't want them to paint themselves in a corner, and I don't want to paint myself into a corner. Always do that. But anyway, so let's move on. Let's talk about it a little bit. So let's go over it again. Hey, Bob, this is Jason at XYZ Motors, okay? Then you're going to listen. I want to let you know right off the bat, this is a sales call. So if you want to hang up on me, I totally understand. But if not, give me 30 seconds of time. And if you don't like what I have to say, you can hang up on me then. Fair enough? Boom. Then they're going to give you some reciprocation. They're going to tell you something. If it's positive, move on. Perfect, Bob. The reason for my call is, and then go right into the script. Go right into the script, okay? And go all the way down. Now, this script is powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful. There's people making big money on this script right now. Now, you can take little pieces of this script and put it on other scripts. You can bend the script around to whatever sales you have going on at your store, or if there's national advertising, you can bend the script to that, because you give them 3 options. There's nothing saying you can't change them 3 options, okay? Here's the kicker. Here's why people love this script, because you're real. You're being real. Listen, this is a sales call. If you want to hang up on me, I totally understand. Go ahead. But if not, you give me 30 seconds of time, and if you don't like what I have to offer at the end of the 30 seconds, you can slam the phone down then. Fair enough? And you can just kind of laugh like it's not a big deal. That makes you real. You're a person, right? You're not just a robot reading off a screen. You're a person. And once you get the script down, Trust me, it's solid and it's strong. So, but when you're on the phone, get up. Don't just sit at a desk. Get up, move around. Your body language still comes through the phone. But the big thing is your tone and your inflection in your voice, your energy. You want to match their energy. You want to be really one tone above their energy. So if I get a little old lady on the phone, I'm not going to be boom all over them. I'm not going to be zzz, hitting it out of 10. I'm going to just go, if she's at a 5, I may go a 6 and just talk at her tone. I'm going to match the speed of her voice. I'm going to match everything I can, just be one step above her on excitement and different things. I don't want to be at a 10 when she's at a 5. You know what I mean? So you want to match tone just like you want to match body language. You're mirroring tone at that point and just being a little step ahead of them. The tonality matters. So let's recap this. Let's recap this cold call. Now I want you to download this thing. It's down on the bottom. Download it and read it over and over again and then try it. Once you try it, trust me, you're not going to want to let go of it. Okay? You're not going to want to let go of it. You're going to love it. But you got to have these things. I say 4 things. A lot of people say 3 things. I've heard trainers say 2 things, but here's the main things. You want to be sharp. You want to be skilled up on the phone. They need to hear that through your voice, that you're the one that has skill. 2, enthusiasm. You need to be enthusiastic, especially about their trade. Okay? If they have a trade, that's a big hook. If they don't, then the program needs to be the big hook. You need to have excitement about the programs. We're doing these things right now. Our lenders are allowing us to do amazing things right now by lowering people's payments. You know, you need to be excited. You have an '08 Dodge Caliber? Really? How many miles are on that? I'm sorry, we're buying them up right now like crazy. The market's crazy high right now. Things like that. But you need to be excited, okay? Enthusiastic. And 3, you need to be sharp as hell. You need to be seen as the expert, okay? You need to be seen as the expert for number 3. You have to be, and that comes through your voice. There's no ums, there's no uhs. It's simply go. I'm the pro, I'm the one with excitement, with enthusiasm. I'm sharp, I'm enthusiastic, and I'm the expert. And here's the 4th one. Be as real as you can. And there's only one way to really do that, and that's know the script so well that it comes out naturally for you. And practice using your tones. Practice using your tones because tones matter. I can ask you a question by saying a word, okay, just one word. I can ask you one question by saying that. Or I can make a statement by saying one word. Your tone matters. That's why I say tone up. These tones right here at the beginning matter. All the stuff I was doing through that call matter. Hey Bob, it's Jason at XYZ Motors. How are you? Boom, we know each other. We know each other, Bob. He's going to open his brain. His brain's going to be like, do I know this person? Can't be rude because, I got to know this person. Their brain's open right now. Okay? Their brain's open for what you have to say next. And if you don't do that, then their brain's going to become a still trap. Okay? Now, will this work with everybody? Absolutely not. I wish it would. Okay? But it's not going to work with everybody. But I guarantee you this. The likelihood that you're going to have interest in some of these calls is going to go jack way high. I guarantee it. So remember, your tone matters, okay? You need to be seen as sharp. You need to be seen as enthusiastic. It needs to all come through your voice, okay? You need to be the expert, and you need to be real. And all that comes with practice, drill, rehearse. Download the script. You're gonna love it. Download the script. Adjust it if you need to adjust it. Edit it. It's not a holy script. You can go in and edit it a little bit to how it fits your tone and your words a little bit more, but don't change it up too much, or you'll fuck it all up. But go in there and give it a shot. Here's the thing. Make the first call. Make the first call. That's all you got to do. Get through that first call and everything else is easy. Here's the deal. I'm Jason Chambers with Recycle Guru. If you like the content, please hit the like button below because it helps the algorithm. Not only that, subscribe to the channel and get your ass down there and download that PDF file of this script. And let me know in the comments some ideas that you use for cold calling scripts because hopefully there's some people on here with some skill, and let's share some ideas in the comment section below. Guys, go sell something. Get to the script, make that money,